This is Bobby D coming to you from Lamban, Cebu, Philippines. I'm having an awesome day here in the Philippines. I hope you are as well, wherever you're from. Hey, today I want to talk to you about prescription medication in the Philippines. Prescription medication in the Philippines. Hey, now, whenever you're coming to the Philippines, be aware that there's prescription medication available to you here, just like it's available to you in the States or wherever you're from. Now, the key difference here in the Philippines is that you actually don't need a prescription for many of the prescription drugs that you're actually taking in the States. In the Philippines, much of the prescriptions drugs that you would need, you can just go into a local drugstore and write it on a piece of paper and say, I want 10 milligrams of this, 10 milligrams of that, and they give it to the person behind the counter, and they will go out and get it for you, just like that. They'll bring it back to you, you pay for it, you're done. No prescription needed, no needing to go to a doctor. Self-medication is something that is done a lot here in the Philippines, okay? So as long as you know your symptom and you know what you can take to get rid of it, you can pretty much find that prescription and get that medication here in the Philippines. There are three main drugstores here in the Philippines. Rose, you got Mercury Drug, Rose Drug, and you got Watson's. Watson's is the top of the line drugstore here. They're like the Cadillac of everything. They're located pretty much in the cities. Not a whole lot in the rural areas, but Mercury and Rose, they're pretty much located in the city as well as the rural areas. And they're going to be a little bit cheaper than Watson's, okay? So if you're coming to the Philippines and you're on any type of medication, feel free to come on because you're going to be able to find your medication here for the most part. And there's exception to the rule. Here are the exceptions. If you have a prescription medication that's opiate based, that is amphetamine based, okay? Anything that could be addictive to you, you will need a prescription for that, okay? And the third one is, if you have a prescription medication that's specifically for pain, you have a condition where you have pain management, it's constantly high pain, you're going to need a prescription for that, okay? Those three areas. Other than that, you're not going to need a prescription for pretty much everything else. High blood pressure, normal, you just go in there and you write down what you want for that. Asthma, bronchitis, diabetes, you name it. Pretty much the run-of-the-mill prescriptions, medications, you're going to find that very easily. You won't need to see a doctor. You just write it down on a piece of paper, the amount you want. They'll tell you the price for it, and then you get it right away. Now here in the Philippines, one good thing is that you don't have to buy 60, or you don't have to buy a bottle of it. You can buy 1 pill, or 2 pills, or 3 pills, whatever you want. They do it, I call it piecemeal. They will sell you piecemeal drugs, piecemeal medications, okay? So there's advantages to not having to have prescriptions written from a doctor here, and there are disadvantages. The advantage is if you know your problem and you always have the same medication every time, that's an advantage. You don't have to see a doctor, pay extra money to get what the doctor would already prescribe for you already. So you're saving right there. The disadvantage is that, hey, maybe your condition may have changed, and by you taking the same thing over and over again, that's not helping you. That might be hurting you. So you, as a consumer, when you come to the Philippines, you have to make that decision, okay? A couple of things here. I'm going to put some links in the description of this video. Those links will actually show you the Philippine Department of Health Government's website, where they list all of the drugs that the Philippines has. Now, because some drugs are offered here in the Philippines and they're not offered in the U.S. Some drugs are offered in the U.S. and they're not offered here in the Philippines. So you need to be aware of that as well. And I'll have some links to those websites in the description of this video. But that's it for now, folks. I just want to bring it to your attention about medication and prescriptions here in the Philippines and the major drugstores. This is Bobby D saying take care, God bless,